The natural beauty of LA just does what it does. The palm trees, they just wave back and forth like these tall, awkward giants.
I think if you're just thinking about it as a culture, or you think everyone goes to the beach every day, or there's Hollywood and everyone has tons of plastic surgery and they have a lot of money.
I think that LA is a very lonely place because most people move here and they don't have family nearby. It's pretty common that people are isolated.
There are people here that don't have homes. There are children here that don't have homes.
I believe that LA has more kids in foster care than any other state. 60% of human trafficking victims actually come from foster care, and like half of kids who age out of foster care become homeless, and those things kind of play a part in the cycles that I see in our city.
Silver Lake is a diverse, vibrant artistic community, and it seems to have it all together on the outside, but beneath the surface, you've got depression, anxiety, and just an overall need for a transformative gospel that won't pander to the culture.
When I've gone to other churches, I think they tend to be pretty segregated, and it tends to be a lot of young single people or a lot of people who are only of one culture and are older.
A lot of churches see one thing that works, and then every church does that same thing, but they're kind of forgetting the people that they're serving or working for or with, and not really including maybe that culture into their church. I feel like worship is more grittier, or should be, because you're dealing with people and emotions and life. And so when it's wrapped up in a pretty little bow, it's not like for me.
It's difficult for people to come into a church and be themselves, because I think especially in Los Angeles, it's really easy to compare yourself or your life to everyone else's. It feels like that's what we're supposed to do. I think the healthy way to navigate the waters of Los Angeles, if you will, is with other people to lift you up when you're down, and it shows you kind of the tapestry of creation that God has painted with all of us. One of my hopes for Los Angeles is that more churches will spring up that really value community. So a place where people are just themselves and show you the clean and their dirty laundry is, I think, really important and would be really healthy for Los Angeles as a whole.
How do you take the ancient truths of the gospel and bring them to bear in a city? And how do you do that in a way that's contextual, that makes sense to the people that you're trying to reach with the gospel? We've learned a lot at Christ Church, actually. We've just learned a lot about what it means to be a church family rather than a church that just puts on services. We've learned a lot about what it means to go deep into relationships with people as part of the church. And I think we've learned a lot about reaching people that have almost no background in Christianity. And we're really hoping to bring that experience and that knowledge with us to LA, because that seems to be the case for a lot of people there. They've got Christianity somewhere a long ways in the rearview mirror. And that's definitely true here. So we're hoping to bring a lot of what we've learned here to that context.
We're just all broken people from different backgrounds and different walks of life. And that is true of the church within, and that's true of any community. And so I'd love for the church to be a beacon of that light and reconciliation in the city. And that would be, to me, amazing.
We would love for our friends to get involved in what we're going to do in LA, and I think the first way people could get involved is to commit to pray for us. It is a challenging place to do ministry, and so we would love it if people would take some time out of their day, out of their week, to pray for us and for our church.
Praying for us, because not everyone can come, but everyone can be part of the mission there. The other thing I'd say is actually physically come, so come visit us. In a way, we see that as a tangible way of you being part of that. So we'd love to have friends visit us.
And lastly, LA is an expensive place to be. We're a very small community at the moment. There's about 25 of us. And so we actually need some help financially to get it going, to get it off the ground. And so we would actually love if our friends would commit to helping the church get started. All three of these are ways that it's like you're coming with us. So you're sending us, but it's also, by doing this, it's almost as if you're coming with us. So I just want to invite everyone to get involved in any of those ways.
Jan and Sayla interview.
What are you guys excited about in the future as things start to get back to normal for the church?
Yeah, I think it is really exciting because in the past we had like to switch between people talking, and so it's exciting that we have like a pastor. I think our church is really good because it's not too big, so you get to know everybody really well.
I like that it's not very, like, really big and stuff.
I just said that.
I would want a church in LA to open up and allow for its congregants to just be who they are, children of God who are utterly beloved and have nothing that they need to prove.
All these images that we project on ourselves and on other people could kind of fade away when you realize you don't have to try as hard as you think you do.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people who are ready to hear the truth that are just starving for it.
A lot of mission work is just bringing Jesus to the people. Even in Silver Lake, we need that.
Christchurch, we love you. We have been so transformed by being part of this church for the last 7 years. It's been amazing. We love you. We will miss you. And we really do want you to come and visit. And we'll come back and see you soon.
Ken said that I might start crying if I start talking, and I started crying while Ken was talking. So we love you. Thanks for being part of our life, and for how God has used you in transforming us, and for giving us the opportunity to learn and grow, and for the friendships that we'll take with us. So visit us.